Today I'm going to show you what it's like to do a web search with traditional AI features and then with an AI copilot approach and then with an AI agent approach. These three words get thrown around all the time and it's kind of hard to tell what is what. I think the best way to describe the difference between the three steps has to do with autonomy, has to do with how many steps the AI is actually doing in the background without you telling it, do this step, do this step, do this step. I think that's what is the big difference. So let's jump in. So to start with, a normal AI feature, the way it's traditionally been built, Google uses AI to rank their results, right? So in this case, I've asked for a competitive analysis of Perplexity. Perplexity is an AI search platform, and here's what I get. I get a LinkedIn post about someone using Perplexity. I get some other questions like, is Perplexity or ChatGPT better? How to do a competitive analysis? How to use Perplexity for competitor? But none of this is actually giving me a competitive analysis of Perplexity. So I need to go deeper, understand, use specific tools. That's what happens when you use a traditional kind of AI feature for search. You have to do many steps because only the most basic steps are done for you. Then I'm going to use an AI copilot. In this case, I'm using ChatGPT. I could be using Perplexity or other platforms. And I'm using ChatGPT search. As you can see, the blue search button is highlighted. So that's the search copilot. And what it's going to do when I ask it, can you give me a competitive analysis of Perplexity? It's actually going to go and look up sources for me, and it's going to give me reasoning and then organize the information for me. So you can see it's doing more steps. Perplexity is an emerging player in the AI-driven search. 15 million MAUs, primarily in the US, $9 billion valuation. Here are its key competitors. And this is interesting for later. It says ChatGPT because it does natural language understanding and it's conversational AI as well. Claude, which is also like ChatGPT. Gemini, which is also like ChatGPT. Mistral. So these are all LLMs, which is part of what Perplexity does, but it's not really what Perplexity does. So it's gone and it's understood it's an AI-driven search engine, and then it's told me, look, these are the other AIs, and then it actually develops a little bit further with funding, user base, challenges and considerations, market positioning, tech giants like Google, right? So Google is actually a better competitor, and we're going to see the last result with the agentic approach. And then it gives me also its sources, and it said that it looked up Perplexity, and then I can look into these myself, but you can see that this copilot has done many more steps for me in the background. Okay, and then finally, level 3 is actually using an AI agent, and this time I used ChatGPT's deep research agent, and you'll see that we have a much more complete analysis. We have 22 sources. This took 6 minutes, right? So the AI actually went away, did research, reasoned about it, organized its research, and we're going to see the quality of the research here. Perplexity is a rising player in the AI-powered search and answer engine segment, right? Some good context, 500 million queries, 45 million visits. Google still dominates with roughly 90% of search market. Perplexity's volume is tiny next to Google's billions of daily searches, right? So here we've got an actual understanding of this landscape and who the main competitor is. Today in search, Google is still number 1. And then if we look at the key competitors, it faces competition from established tech giants and other AI startups, right? So ChatGPT is the most prominent AI assistant. As we can see from this presentation, it actually also does search. And then it says Google, traditional search engine, is the incumbent to beat, and it has introduced a Bard, which can do AI-powered search, right? Then Microsoft with Bing Chat and Copilot, and then emerging AI search startups like you.com. And then in the broader AI space, there's also other stuff. But basically, the Copilot got stuck here and was like AI. But in this case, the agent did a much deeper analysis. Strengths and weaknesses, opportunities and threats, SWOT analysis, right? Like technology and features, pricing, monetization, adoption, market trends and future outlook. This is an actual competitive analysis. As somebody who's done a bunch of them in the past and continues to do them, this agentic approach, which takes more time, takes more reasoning, doesn't take so many more sources actually, interestingly. But the fact that it can spend time organizing its thinking, planning, searching, and then putting it together, compiling it, this is what makes agents really special and the quality of their work so much more impactful. And that's why at Numail AI, we've started to build useful AI agents for different workflows, for email workflows, scheduling, qualifying leads, converting them, and turning them into booked meetings. I'm very happy to talk to you about agents at any time. Let me know.